One of the most common complaints against Andor has been that it doesn't look or feel or sound like Star Wars. It could just be a generic sci-fi show in any IP. But then they dropped a new special look behind the scenes at Andor Season 2, where the music and the visuals, I think, scream Star Wars. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
The Force will be with you.
Emergency broadcast, if you can hear me!
We are not who we were when we started.
Imperial ships are already landing.
The visuals are so good.
Stand up. Is there no one who can help us?
We need a pilot.
Oh, okay, hold on. Look at this. I love it. Okay, so this kind of looks like maybe a prototype Defender where he might be stealing it from, because it doesn't quite look like an Interceptor with the back looking very different. I'm intrigued to see what this will be. But again, the visuals, just the visuals alone, when you see it just like this, the camera angles, the cinematography, it is just absolutely on point. That's probably Coruscant right there. Same thing, Mon Mothma's place. We've already heard that this is going to be the Gorman Massacre, pulled from Legends EU. Be interesting to see. I think there's something in this trailer that gives a hint to that. But man, these visuals, Cyril Karn, Mon Mothma walking through, just look at this architecture. This is what makes it feel like a galaxy far, far away, right? This isn't stuff we see. This feels prequel-esque. I know there's many that are going to say that's the problem they've had, is that Andor feels too Earth-centered. They complain about bricks and screws and stuff like that. But this looks phenomenal. Let's keep watching.
Stand up.
Is there no one who can help us?
We need a pilot. A soldier.
Everything I did for the rebellion.
Everything I did for the rebellion. We saw that in season 1 where Andor came. It took him a while, but he finally got to the place where he was sold all in on the rebellion. And now we're seeing X-Wings and another ship I can't quite identify landing on the rebel base.
Revolutionary movements.
That's what I was talking about. Here it is. She is detonating something.
Movements.
So you can see right here in this scene, she detonated, or at least it's made us to think that. You can see the stormtroopers already firing, people already down. So I don't know if this is what started the riot or if this was to stop the stormtroopers from continuing.
Or spontaneously
It is Brasso. It is Brasso.
happening all over the galaxy.
Yes.
How those come together is the stuff of our story.
If season 1 laid the track, then season 2 is the juggernaut.
Yes. This music is way better for Star Wars. This feels more like Andor to me, unlike the music of the previous trailer. So let's...
The Empire cannot win.
Well, they haven't won yet.
We're building a real army.
The rebellion's everywhere now.
Galaxy of opportunities.
The insurgents have weapons at this point.
We're counting on it.
We're counting on it. They know there's going to be pushback, and them having weapons allows them to do something pretty horrible.
These 12 episodes are going to take us over the next 4 years into Rogue One. The complexity of the show, the possibility.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. We got the K2SO droids. Cyril Karn somehow a part of that. I'm really interested to see how that plays out.
Abilities of the show. It has to be all in.
Nobody's allowed in here.
I mean, look at these sets, guys. This just looks so good. And this looks like Star Wars. All of this. Like, this trailer looks like Star Wars. Whether or not you liked season 1 or felt that season 1 had some of those elements that felt not Star Wars, partly I think they heard some of that criticism because every scene in this just looks so dang good.
You're thinking like a thief.
I'm thinking like a soldier.
Think like a leader.
The size and scale.
Oh, was that a U-wing then? Is that what this was? That's what it looks like. Yeah. Okay. Nice.
The size and scale of this production is unparalleled. The sets and the costumes are breathtaking.
Everyone does the homework. Everyone takes the time, and you can tell.
The gore language they're chanting. Tony Gilroy did really well in season 1, giving us like the look into the Aldanis, the look into Ferrix, building these cultures that haven't yet existed in Star Wars and making them an integral part of what we're watching.
Proceed.
This is it. This is what you live for.
It's human. It's incredibly truthful. And it just happens to be in a galaxy far, far away.
It's the urgency of the situation. Not palpable.
Lock it down!
If we do not stand together, we will be crushed.
This is the end. Have no expectations.
It looks so good. It looks so good. Season 2 cannot get here soon enough. Streaming April 22nd. I'm thankful for the behind the scenes. I enjoyed this trailer so much more than the previous one. I think hearing the actors and actresses talk about the sets, the perspective, the way that it's done. Now, of course, they're going to say all positive things. That's their job. But just looking at the visuals, you know the story is going to be there. It's Tony Gilroy. We know his track record. We know what the minutia of detail that he will use to communicate what we need to know about new characters and what's going on. But season 1 did that. Season 1 set the standard. We know who Mon Mothma is. We understand her motivations. We know who Cassian is. We understand his motivations. We know who Luthen is. We understand his. We know Deirdre and Cyril. So now this second episode can just fly. Does that mean that this is going to be action-packed every single moment? No, I'm not going in thinking that. But what it does mean, I'm really excited from a viewing standpoint that we get a movie every single week. Now, you may not know this. You may not know the release schedule. We get 4 weeks of Andor, which also means you only have to subscribe to Disney Plus for 1 month. If you don't have Disney Plus right now, you can just start your first day of Disney Plus on 22nd of April and go 1 month to watch all of Andor, because we're getting 3 episodes every single week. We're getting the little mini arc each week. So the complaint that some had about the slowness or the boringness of Andor previously, which I think was wrong to begin with, now you will have no excuse, because you're going to get the tension, setup, payoff all together each and every single week. I kind of shudder at trying to do a breakdown of every episode. It's going to be hard to do, but I'm going to try my best. Guys, this is exciting. I'm really interested to see how some of this plays out. I think that what we see in the trailer, I think some have talked about this being Lothal because of the TIE Defender possibly that Cassian is stealing and being one of the places that we see those being created. I think that's really interesting. I think we're seeing the Rebel base here as we're getting more characters that are going to be in Rogue One as part of this. We've seen Saw, we see Krennic. We're seeing Cassian become a leader at this point. And just these visuals, look at this town, look at this city layout. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we get to scenes like this. Like, this looks like a galaxy far, far away. The architecture, the way it's all laid out. There was one shot with a drone. It was right near here. Let's see if I can find it. That I thought was really good. It was while she was speaking. This is the part I could see some people complaining about. It just looks like a regular machine gun. But I'm not too upset about that. I think it looks really good. Oh, here it is. It's coming up here. Yeah, right here. Look at this. Man, the futuristic feel. I get some people were kind of annoyed with Andor on Ferrix and the way that it all looked. But the reality is there's going to be some planets in a galaxy that might look more Earth-like, right? But this looks really interesting. Right on the water, the reflections, the way that the buildings in the back look, really good. Love seeing this type of stuff. That was, again, another fair, I think, pushback against Andor was partly like it was a lot of not that many aliens. And Galaxy Far, Far Away is supposed to make you feel this way. But even in just this trailer alone, we see a balance of all of that. I really do want to see what's going to happen with this whole thing. I bet this is pretty early on in the show. We'll see what the layout of the episodes looks like. But here you can see that inciting some kind of riot to get things moving. The darkness by which the rebels are operating. A little bit of a love story possibly. But we know where Cassian ends up, so how does this love story fall apart? I bet we're going to be saying goodbye to some pretty important characters. Then we got Krennic. Man, the whole thing. Just so excited. Let me know what you think of the special look down below. If you have not seen, I am doing an Andor rewatch. I've got some editing to do because I've recorded a bunch. I just haven't got them out. So make sure you subscribe, turn on that bell for notifications as I release my season 1 rewatch. And I'll be releasing some more Andor content as we roll out. So if you're excited about it, make sure you subscribe. Guys, thanks for being here. And if you want to see one of my recent videos, you can click right here. I'll catch you on the next one. Remember, the Force will be with you always.